Welcome to Talking to Experts. I'm your host, John Charbonneau. No doubt you've heard it said that you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, what's it worth? In this episode, we talk to Keyrsten McEwan, a registered holistic nutritionist. Through personal experience, it's become her passion to help people use nutrition to feel their best, healthiest selves at any age. She believes that optimal health, which she defines as endless energy, a healthy weight, balanced hormones, and good sleep, is achievable through delicious tasting real food in a completely real-life way. We asked Keyrsten how she got into the health and wellness industry and to provide some tricks of the trade.
People are always interested to know that I didn't actually aspire to become a nutritionist. It's not something I grew up wanting to do. I actually never even thought about it. But one day, as a young 20-something, some routine tests came back with some abnormalities. And I sat in the doctor's office that day, not really thinking anything of it. And I heard the words come out of my doctor's mouth, "Keyrsten, we think you might have cancer." I didn't, thank goodness, but that day and that sentence really changed everything for me. That moment and the subsequent anxiety I started to feel around my health offered up two choices. One, freak out, and admittedly I did a little bit of that, or two, get curious. In the end, I chose to get curious. I let my anxiety become a motivator to find answers. I started to ask myself questions like, what could I be doing every day to make sure I never heard those scary words again? And what could I be doing every day to make sure that I was living my best, healthiest life? Slowly over time, I started to change how I was eating, and I took a really good, honest look at my lifestyle. And everything shifted for me. I can't say that I felt particularly unhealthy, but I definitely, looking back now, although I wasn't struggling with poor health, I definitely didn't have good or optimal health either. This new way of living gave me more energy, better sleep, a healthier weight, and most importantly, I saw a virtual disappearance of the anxiety I dealt with every day. So my mission became to share my experience with others. I eventually went back to school so that I could provide inspiration and information, hopefully, to the people I worked with so that they too could live their best, healthiest lives. Well, this question comes with a very cliche answer. What I love most about the work that I do is that this work actually helps people. I can't tell you how much I love it when a client comes back into my office after a couple weeks and says, I have better energy, I have less pain, I lost 10 pounds, or I have clearer skin. Or if somebody who attended one of my workshops comes up to me in the grocery store, we live in a small town, and says, hey Keyrsten, that smoothie you talked about in the workshop, I've been making it every morning, and I have the best energy in the mornings at work now. What's even better is seeing clients completely transform their lives over time. And there's one client that really stands out for me as an example of this. A woman came to see me, about 50 pounds overweight, taking tons of medication for pain, and because of these things was living a completely sedentary lifestyle. Over the next year, she really dug in, made tons of changes with her diet and her lifestyle, and now she reports having no medication for pain. She's lost about 60 pounds. She rides her bike to work every day, and she takes Pilates classes 3 times a week. To think that I had some small role in that is totally amazing to me, and that is why I do what I do. I think the most common myth that people have about working with a nutritionist is that it's going to be really scary, that I'm going to take away all their favorite foods and I'm going to tell them they can never have a glass of wine or that piece of birthday cake ever again. And that is so not how it works. Deprivation is not the answer. I am a firm believer that a balanced lifestyle is the key to long-term success. If I went to a nutritionist and I was told that I could never have a glass of wine or potato chips ever again, I probably wouldn't be booking a second appointment. So I would never do that to my clients. All of my nutrition plans include room for treats and indulgences. Most clients, when they leave after that first visit, actually say to me, "That wasn't so bad." Well, I'm a little bit biased, but I believe that nutrition is integral in the quest for optimal health. Without proper nutrition, we really lack the nutrients for just about everything. For example, we need good saturated fats, yes, saturated fats, for the production of cortisol, which is our stress hormone. We need proteins, which are the building blocks for neurotransmitters, or our brain chemicals that help us to feel relaxed and happy. And we need B vitamins for our metabolism. So without these things, we don't have the nutrients for a good immune system, healthy, balanced hormones, good mental health, and so many other things. I look at nutrition as one of the things we can really take control of and use it as a way to empower us to be an active participant in our health and wellness journey. In my many years of working with clients, I've come to realize that we tend to overcomplicate things. We tend to take on more than we're actually able to commit to in that moment. I find that we often underestimate what we can do in the big picture, say over the course of a year, but yet overestimate what we can do in a day or a week. And I'm totally guilty of that myself. So if I could give you one piece of advice around nutrition, that would be to choose just one thing. Commit to just one thing. Once you get really good at that one thing and it feels like second nature to you, then you're ready to make that next shift. In my own personal journey, most of the biggest changes I've experienced have come from the implementation of just one thing. So don't underestimate the power of changing one thing, no matter how small you feel like it might be.
It's impressive to see how the right expert can make a positive experience in your life by providing you with the tools to achieve optimum health. Are you ready to learn how to improve your life through proper nutrition? Are you ready to take action? Just call our featured expert at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching.